Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam hadirin sekalian. Yang terhormat Rektor Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia dan Penasihat GCC Indonesia, Bapak Profesor Dr. Didi Sukyadi. Yang kami hormati Director of APSIO UNESCO, Bapak Dr. Hyun Wook Lim. Yang kami hormati Chief of Education UNESCO Regional Office in Jakarta, beserta jajaran wakil rektor, juga para direktur dan dekan Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, seluruh undangan yang kami hormati. Selamat malam, tamu kehormatan dan rekan-rekan sekalian. Selamat datang dalam jamuan makan malam pembukaan pertemuan Direktur GCC 2025. Acara ini diselenggarakan di Kota Bandung yang semarak, khususnya di Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Dan malam ini kita berkumpul tidak hanya untuk menikmati santap malam yang tentunya hidangan yang sangat lezat, tetapi juga untuk merayakan komitmen bersama kita terhadap pendidikan kewarganegaraan global, serta menjunjung semangat persahabatan lintas budaya dan negara, mulai dari Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Filipina, Kamboja, Laos, Nepal, Bangladesh. Sebelumnya, izinkan kami menyampaikan susunan acara pada malam hari ini. Di antaranya yaitu kita akan mengawalinya dengan santap malam, kemudian penyampaian sambutan, penyerahan cenderamata, juga nanti akan ada penampilan seni dan penampilan interaktif, diakhiri dengan sesi foto bersama. Kami berharap seluruh rangkaian acara malam ini membawa kehangatan, kegembiraan, dan keterhubungan budaya tentunya. Mari kita mulai malam ini dengan bersantap bersama.
The Honorable Rector of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, the Vice Rectors of UPI, Director at UPI, the Deans of the faculties from UPI, and also Directors of GCC representing Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Cambodia, Laos, PDR, Nepal, Bangladesh, and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the welcoming dinner of the GCC's Directors Meeting 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we would like to give appreciation to all the directors. Thank you for wearing beautiful batik tonight with us. And thank you. This is a short information about the pattern that you are wearing. It's a traditional pattern or traditional motif from Yogyakarta, one of the most cultural heart of Indonesia. So if you have a look at the patterns, the swirling lines, the dotted details are inspired by the ancient Kawung motif, which symbolizes purity, balance, and harmony, values that resonate with the spirit of global citizenship and also collaboration. So in Indonesia, batik is not a fabric, it is a language of heritage, identity, and unity. So by wearing this batik together, we celebrate our shared commitment to cultural appreciation and global cooperation. So once again, thank you very much for wearing this batik. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we gather not only to share a delightful meal, but also to celebrate our shared commitment to global citizenship, education, and to honor the spirit of friendship across cultures and nations from Thailand to Bangladesh, Nepal, and beyond. Allow us to inform some programs on this special occasion. First, we're going to have dinner together, and also we're going to have welcoming remarks, the exchange of token of appreciation, the art performances, and we're going to have interactive performance as well. And lastly, we're going to have photo session and closing. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope tonight's program offers a warmth, joy, and cultural connections. Let us now begin the evening with our dinner. Please enjoy.
Hadirin yang kami hormati, dipersilakan menikmati hidangan yang telah disediakan, juga menikmati beragam cita rasa dalam suasana santai dan hangat pada malam ini. Selamat menikmati. Suka
gentlemen, we would like to introduce you to Bumi Budi or Keluarga Besar Bumi Siliwangi. It is a traditional artwork from Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia dedicated to preserving and promoting Sundanese culture through music and dance. Known for the performance of angklung, gamelan, and jaipong dance, Kabumi has represented Indonesia on national and international stages. Their work reflects UPI spirits of cultural education and global harmony. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please enjoy the dinner that has been prepared. We invite everyone to relax, connect, and savor the diverse flavors while enjoying an informal atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kabumi. Sukabumi Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. We have listened to songs, Mojang Priangan. It means celebrating the grace and the spirit of Sundanese women, portraying them as elegant, confident, and also deeply rooted in cultural values. Often performed as a Jaipongan dance, it reflects both tradition and also the modern empowerment of women in West Java. And then the second song, Manuk Dadali, means the eagle, the bird, in Sundanese. It is a patriotic folk song that uses the soaring eagle as a symbol of bravery, strength, and national pride. Together, these pieces showcase the richness of Sundanese identity through music, movement, and meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have shared our meal, and it is my pleasure to invite two distinguished figures to offer their warm words of welcome.
Kesempatan pertama kami mengundang Bapak Profesor Dr. Didi Sukyadi, Rektor Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia dan penasihat GCC Indonesia untuk menyampaikan sambutan. Disilakan.
I'd like to invite Profesor Dr. Didi Sukyadi, Director of UPI, to deliver his welcoming remarks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and dear colleagues. On behalf of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for your presence at this welcome dinner and networking as part of GCC Directors Meeting 2025. My sincerest respect to Dr. Yun Muklim, Director of FCU, also the representative from UNESCO Regional Office in Jakarta, Mr. Santos Sakatri, also Ms. Jeong Min Yeong, thank you, also Professor Wan Bo Park, on my side right now, and Ms. Jisoo Park, okay. And also GCC directors and deputy directors from Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, Cambodia, Laos, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Indonesia. Our colleagues from CMU, and also to Professor, Senior Rector, I don't know whether he is here or not, and also other respected guests. First of all, I would like to tell you about the philosophy of the gamelan. One of the gamelan here, we have here kendang. Anyone who can play kendang? Siapa yang bisa mainkan kendang? This one is kendang. The kendang has two sides. This one and this one. Yeah. If we play only one side, what do you think? Coba mainkan ininya saja. It is nice, it is beautiful. Coba mainkan dua-duanya. It is more beautiful. So if we have a journalists are required to cover both sides. If we just listen to one side, it is not always right. But they are required to cover both sides to have a balanced perspective. Okay? That's one thing. And as a leader, when we get a message from someone, we does not need to believe it right away. But we have to seek other information to make it something balanced, so we can make a good decision. You know that? This is only one kendang, and we have many more. Thank you. So I hope you enjoy the meal and you enjoy the networking. And I am as a host very honored to have you all here in this very nice room. I hope you can get new friends. There are some colleagues around you. Maybe you do not know them before. Now it is time for you to get to know them. So I do hope that after this session, you will continue communicating with us, with all of them. So this is not the end and the last place for communication. Last time I attended Osaka in the World Meeting in Osaka in Japan. I was invited by our colleagues and their main idea is to promote peace through culture. So we have the same goals, the same objective. And until now, my daughter is still communicating with our friends from Nepal, from Argentina, from Laos, from Cambodia. My daughter now has already married, and my first one, but she is still communicating with the friends, colleagues that she met before in Japan a few years ago. So I hope that even though maybe our time is quite brief here, only a couple of minutes, but we expect that our communication will continue to enhance our understanding among us. I still remember what Mr. Khatri said this morning, that peace starts from our mind. So when we have peaceful mind, and then we will go everywhere with a peaceful mind. We will not fight, we will not scream, but if we do not have a peaceful mind, and then war will be near to us, as we have seen recently. Yeah, we know that the president has a kind of thinking that make America great again. Yeah, so maybe he doesn't listen to his advisors. Yeah, so I think we need to remind him that peace is always in my mind. We start from our mind first, and I agree with you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I do not want to talk too much. I want you to enjoy your meals and networking. Thank you. Have a very nice meal and evening. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Professor Budimansyah for the remark. And now we are honored to welcome Dr. Hyun Mukli, the Director of UPSU, to deliver his remark and also reflections on the journey of the GCC cooperation.
Good evening, everyone. Colleagues, distinguished guests, and friends. First of all, I'd like to thank our host, Professor Dr. Restu Adi Nugraha, for hosting for this warm hospitality. I would also like to thank our GCC team, Professor Dasim, and Deputy Director Professor Adi, for the hard work and the efforts to make this possible. We have just heard the wonderful performances, Sudanese traditional songs, music, dances, not dances yet. It will be coming. And we are all wearing this wonderful batik, which has been offered by our colleagues, the GCC Indonesia. I'm thinking that wearing this party, we feel like we are all the same. And I think this also means that we respect Indonesian culture. And this is very important. You know, especially in this kind of serious threat, shocking things happening all over the world, mutual respect, mutual understanding, spirit of solidarity, friendship, and cooperation. These are very important, and this should be taught to our younger generations. I think this is the core message of global citizenship education. I strongly believe we are all here together to promote evidence global citizenship education, and we will work together continuously to promote global citizenship education in the respective countries. But we have to work together so that more people can join us in promoting practicing global citizenship education. So with that, I would like to thank again our host, Professor Dr. Didi, and also Professor Dasim, for their wonderful work to make this possible, and also warm hospitality. Thank you so much. To you and good evening.
Hadirin yang kami hormati, sebagai bentuk apresiasi dan tanda persahabatan, kami mengundang Profesor Dr. Didi Sukyadi dan juga Dr. Hyun Muklim untuk melakukan pertukaran cenderamata secara simbolis. Kami persilakan.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a token of appreciation and friendship, we would like to invite Professor Didi and Dr. Lim for a symbolic exchange of token of appreciation.
Dari Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Berikut adalah penjelasan cenderamata dari Azimut untuk Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Hadirin yang berbahagia, kini saatnya kita menikmati keindahan penampilan budaya. Penampilan pertama adalah tarian tradisional Sunda Jaipong Godoy Kembang Kelaras, merupakan salah satu karya tari Jaipong yang mencerminkan keanggunan, semangat, dan ekspresi kebudayaan Sunda, menggabungkan gerak dinamis, ritme cepat, dan sentuhan kelembutan. Tarian ini menggambarkan sosok perempuan Sunda yang ceria, kuat, namun tetap anggun bagaikan bunga yang mekar, sebagai simbol keramahan dan semangat kebersamaan masyarakat Sunda.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now to immerse ourselves
in the beauty of cultural performances. Our first performance is a traditional Sundanese Jaipong dance entitled Deboy Kembang Pularas, performed by talented students of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause.
Selanjutnya, kami hadirkan penampilan ensemble angklung spesial dengan kolaborasi musik instrumental dan vokal dari berbagai. Angklung merupakan alat musik tradisional Indonesia berbahan bambu yang menghasilkan nada saat digoyangkan. Berasal dari Jawa Barat, angklung dimainkan secara berkelompok, di mana tiap orang memegang satu atau dua nada, melambangkan harmoni dan kerjasama. Angklung diakui oleh UNESCO sebagai warisan budaya tak benda dunia dan mencerminkan semangat gotong royong dan kreativitas budaya Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we present a special angklung ensemble featuring live instrumental and vocal performances from various countries. Angklung is a traditional Indonesian musical instrument made of bamboo tubes which produce a resonant tone when shaken. Originating from West Java, the angklung is played in an ensemble where each person holds one or two notes, making it a beautiful symbol of harmony and cooperation. Recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, angklung reflects the communal spirits and creativity of Indonesian culture. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Ole Ole Bandung, Bersama Mucho, Arirang, S. Lilin, and Laksamana Raja Dilaw. Ladies and gentlemen, once again to Kabumi Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to be part of the Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. We are proud to be a big family of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. So our university, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, is committed to being an inclusive university, one that embraces diversity in culture, background, ability, and perspective. This spirit of inclusivity is also reflected in tonight's angklung performance, which brings together students from diverse faculties and communities, including those with different physical and learning abilities. The angklung by nature is a communal instrument. Each person contributes one note, and only by working together can a full melody emerge. Ladies and gentlemen, it beautifully mirrors the values of inclusion, collaboration, and harmony that UPI proudly upholds. We hope you enjoy this beautiful musical journey across cultures.
Hadirin yang berbahagia, kini saatnya berbagi pengalaman yang istimewa dan interaktif. Kami mengundang seluruh audiens untuk bergabung dalam sesi angklung interaktif. Setiap tamu akan menerima satu angklung dan dipandu untuk memainkan sebuah lagu secara berkelompok. Mari bermusik dengan penuh bahagia dan membangun harmoni baik antar bangsa dan juga nada.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for a special and interactive experience. We invite all participants of the GCC Directors Meeting 2025 to join our angklung interactive session. Each of you will receive an angklung and will be guided in playing a song together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make music, create laughter, and build harmony across nations and notes. So this will be led by Sylvie.
Good evening, everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Sylvie from Kabumi Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. And tonight, previously we already watched angklung performance before. And tonight, this is a special night because besides we just watch angklung performance, tonight we will play angklung together. Everybody already has angklung?
Yes.
Okay. So first, I will explain how to hold angklung correctly. Okay. So angklung has two different tubes, the long one and the short one. Okay. We can put the long one on the right side and the short one on our left side, like this.
Aduh, kamera.
We hold it with our left hand in the middle.
Itu nggak standby kayak gitu teh, sambil nyemil.
We can hold it like this or like this. It's okay. Can I see? Hold. Okay. And now, please your right hand. Please raise your right hand. Move it like saying goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. And now, please put your right hand in the bottom corner right of angklung, like this. And shake it like you're saying goodbye. Left and right, left and right. Okay. We will shake it together, okay? When my hand open like this, please shake the angklung. When my hand like this, please stop. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try. 1, 2, shake. Stop. And stop. like this. Okay. Remember, the one that shaking is the ankle, not your body. Like this. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Each ankle has different number. There are number 1 to 7, or it's called do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, and do. Everybody has number on the ankle? Okay? Okay. Okay, and now, for ankle number 1, with ankle number 1 with dot on the top, it's the same, okay? It's same. So now, I want to hear ankle number 1. Please shake your ankle. Okay. Now, for ankle number 2, please shake your ankle. Number 3.
Ada yang salah tuh.
Number 4.
Terus ya, gitu-gitu terus ya.
Number 6. And last but not least, number 7. Okay. Thank you. And now, I will transform your ankle number to several hand sign or code. Okay? So, for ankle number 1, the hand sign will go like this. Please shake ankle number 1. The hand sign will go like this. And then for ankle number 2, the hand sign will go like this. And now for ankle number 3, the hand sign will go like this. Okay, we will repeat for ankle number 1, 2, 3. Now for ankle number 4. Okay. And ankle number 5. Ankle number 6. Ankle number 7. Okay. We repeat from ankle number 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay, I will repeat from ankle number 1. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, everybody already remember your hand sign? Okay? Okay, remember. Just remember your hand sign. Other people business, we don't have to worry about it, okay? Okay, and now I will do hand sign randomly, okay?
Pelan-pelan.
Okay. Already know the hand sign and can shake ankle. Okay, maybe let's start from the first song, okay? This is a warming up song, so chill. Let's start from ankle number 1.
Terus sampai sana.
Everyone know the song? Yes, it's Twinkle Twinkle. Okay. Okay. Everyone already correctly shake the angklung, but I think I heard the sound of angklung is like someone who has trouble breathing. So it's like too short. Yes. The shaking is too short, like. So shaking angklung is we need a little longer shake. Yes, because each note from a previous note to the next note, it has to connect. The song it has to connect. Okay. So for the next song, we will shaking a little longer. Okay. Okay. Next song. Okay. For the next song, we start from angklung number 1 again. Shaking okay, sound okay, but I think there is 1 point missing. Still 1 point missing. Is there anyone know what is that? It is the face. Yes. Because maybe to concentrate to see my hand sign, so we forget to control our face. Yes, because angklung performance is not only we listen to the sound, but also the whole performance. The face, the mimic, the smile, the body, and all of it. Okay? So next song, I want everyone to enjoy, focus, but still gorgeous. Okay? Okay, this song, maybe I think we all know the song, so if anyone know the song, we can sing together, okay? Let's start from angklung number 5. easy and fun. This is magic. Just only by one night we can play and go together. So maybe this is for the last song. Okay, for the last song, this is special song for the word that is maybe not really okay, but it's okay. We have to pray for safety of the word. So maybe we can stand up. Is it okay if we stand up for the last song? Thank you. So we can start from angklung number 5. Ready? Thank you so much. Okay. Maybe that's all from me. So maybe remember, if you go to Indonesian again, especially Bandung or UPI, don't forget to play angklung again, okay? Because angklung is fun and easy. Thank you everyone for this night. I hope you enjoy playing angklung together and never forget this moment. And I'm Sylvie, and see you in another time maybe. Good night. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Kabumi Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, what a stunning musical journey we have witnessed, and we would like to congratulate to you all, to give a congratulations for playing such a good performance in playing angklung. Is it your first time playing angklung? Okay, so that will be a very good experience. Thank you, and we hope that's a very unforgettable experience for you. So, starting from the innocence of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to the tender romance of Can Help Falling in Love, and finally the powerful call for compassion in Heal the World. So let's make a better world. Ladies and gentlemen, big applause to UPI, Kabumi UPI. I know it's not easy to play the instrument, but we can make it together in harmony. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in the interactive angklung session. And of course, just like angklung tonight reminded us that every individual note matters, and when played in harmony, so we create something truly beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, betapa menyenangkan malam ini ya. Sebagai penutup acara, kami mengundang seluruh partisipan untuk melakukan sesi foto bersama.
Ladies and gentlemen, to close our celebration, we now invite all guests and participants to come to the front of the stage for a group photo. And this photo symbolizes our same mission, our diverse voices, and the unity we continue to build together. So we would like to also invite the committee members to help guiding with the photo session.
That was an amazing performance. I just had one striking thought. The striking thought was, after this performance we all performed together, right? The thought is, teacher matters. The teacher, she was standing there, she's an expert. I had never seen this instrument in my life before. Many of us, what the teacher believed was that all of us, each and every individual can play with her help. So we can have beautiful classrooms, very well defined equipment, beautifully written curriculum. But if we do not have a well-trained, well-supported, well-motivated teacher who is committed teacher, learning cannot happen. And this is a very good example for all of us to be. Thank you.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take some photos. So, I think we can, yes, maybe some of you can go on the stage, while some others can just stay down. And so we invite all invited guests, participants to come forward to take a photo together. So we have some photographers, so it may take a little bit
longer because you have some devices as well. So if some would like to send questions. So if you could please get closer to each of you. Maybe some. Kalau ada tempat duduk yang disediakan, maka bolehkan Ibu Direktur, Ibu Direktur meja. So it may take a little bit long because we have many devices. So I'm going to count up to 3. So which one first? Mana dulu kan? Mana dulu aja? Yang ini dulu. We start from the one who's standing there. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good, now you are adjusting something with hands. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. 1, okay, 1, 2,